Hey Internet, how's it going? My name's Joaquin and welcome to a rant on social media and its effects on introverted behavior. Social media has become one of the most commonly used things today, as such networks as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and others have made their way into every device from computers, phones, and even gaming systems. With all of this use it's getting, it should be helping to connect everyone in some way. It should be strengthening the social nature of those who use it, but that is not the case. Despite its assumed social nature, social media does not actually help to improve one's social behavior. While already outgoing and extroverted people have gained more from this social media outbreak, the introverted are left behind. The introverted population has remained mostly that, introverted. Sure, there are those who have been able to open up online, but what about real life? Shouldn't this so-called social media be able to help with one's social nature? The fact remains that social media has no positive effects on the overall social nature of the introverted. It may even serve to worsen this behavior in some cases as well. The problem is that social media has not helped those with introverted nature at all, and even worsens the behavior even further in some cases. This issue is not new. It has existed before social networking sites such as Facebook, and even before that. This behavior seen in the social media world has existed most prominently in gaming. Gaming itself is a form of social media after all, and behavior seen there is recognizable. Character attachment is one of these, being one of the most often seen, as people are constantly posting places where they've been to, what they're doing, building up a persona that isn't much like their real selves. We see this in gamers with their attachment to their avatars. Multiple identities is another behavior exhibited by introverts. You can probably point out a friend that sounds different in real life than their internet persona. They can be slightly more outgoing, probably even ruder. See, social networking has given the introverted a couple of options. One could be described as a supplement. What do I mean by this? Well, what I mean is that they don't use it solely to communicate, but to talk to people in their own personal bubble, which is perfectly fine, but not perfect. Another is what could only be described as a mask, where the user hides behind the persona instead of interacting with people in real life. These aren't all bad reasons, but they don't solve the issue of their social success in real life. When you look at the number of people described as introverted using social media, the numbers are much lower than you would think. One study finding the number to be around 4.8%. This is very ironic considering that previous studies strongly believe that the majority of social media users would be introverts, due to its ability to communicate in another way than face-to-face. Extroverts have someone they can talk to already, while introverts are struggling with this in everyday life, finding it discouraging in sites such as Facebook when they have no one to talk to there. Studies have found that extroverts use it more because they use it to talk to people they can't see on a regular basis, which explains why a majority of introverts have become discouraged or stayed away. They don't have anyone to talk to, or at least not as much as extroverts do. Many experts and researchers on this topic have mixed opinions about this, due to every study producing different results. A consistent result, however, is that the large majority of people who use social media are actually extroverts. But introverted people have become discouraged from social networking sites and have stayed away. Well, most of them anyway. A solution most often stated is to stay away from Facebook and communicate face-to-face more often. This would be an ideal solution, as it would help solve most of these problems. But is it ever really that simple, though? There are those who are deathly afraid of this, which is why they turn to character attachment and multiple identities for one reason: it's easier. Sure, they have friends, but when it comes to social situations such as making speeches or having to do projects in class, getting out of their comfort zone is a struggle. So after all this, there's only one thing left to talk about. What do I believe is the solution to the problem? Well, to be honest, I myself still have issues with this today. I've always been kind of awkward in social situations, and I haven't been able to interact with people easily at all. So when I decided to get to Facebook, I thought that I could get friends easier because I was doing what they were all doing. I figured, hey, might as well just friend all these people that I don't know. But it all comes down to this: how dependent are we on technology and social media for our social success? And for those who have already stayed away, how can you help improve this behavior? My solution takes different pieces, as I do agree that introverted people should go out and talk to someone, but it's a lot easier said than done, I know. For those who are attached, does this mean that you shouldn't use social media? Not at all. What this simply means is that you can still use it, but as long as you don't use it as a shield. You can use it as what those who are already extroverted use it for, a tool. Something used to connect with those you already know or are just getting to know. There's a use for everyone in this, so take it for your advantage, but don't depend on it. Thank you, Internet, for listening. This has been Joaquin. If you want to look at the works that I use to develop my argument, you can look in the works cited that I posted in the description below. Remember, I don't own any of these. Make sure to like, leave a comment, and have a nice day.